boy K. Dot H to the Izzo Dot Kendrick Lamar dropping To Pimp a Butterfly.
To Pimp a Butterfly. So
Look like this, that the name of the album, you already know it's gonna be some extravagant like meaning message behind it. To Pimp a Butterfly, like what?
originally, so the whole story of the album is towards the end of certain tracks, he's reading a poem.
Oh.
And towards the end of the album, he's reading more and more of it at the end of the track. So like the last track is called Mortal Man. So
okay. Is that the one he interviews Tupac?
Yeah.
Okay.
So once that song's done, he finishes reading the poem.
Yeah.
And then he's asking someone a question, and people don't know who it is until he starts speaking. And the first time listening to it, I think I was on Spotify because it had released like a few hours early. And the thing is, like, I had signed up for a free trial, and I can only listen to on shuffle.
Wow.
So I couldn't listen to front to back. So I listened to on shuffle, and I'm like, the whole album was just so dense. It's so much to digest. You can't understand the message on one listen.
Yeah, this project is not a regular album.
It's not a regular. This is a piece of art.
Yeah,
like this is a piece of artwork that you have to take it with multiple listens.
Yeah, it is a multi-layered message.
Yes,
that you definitely need a lot of listens to digest all that he has to offer.
Yeah,
because there's too much in between, you know.
And I would understand that certain people wouldn't want to, because this is not the type of album that you're in the whip or like at a party and there's only maybe like one or two songs.
All right.
Yeah.
Everything will be all right.
But other than that, like this is an album that you would want to listen to like on your own time.
Yeah.
Because it's just. It's not that party.
Yeah, for the regular consumer,
hard rock,
you know. If you're not one of his core fans, then you're not gonna take the time. But if you're a real hip hop fan, you definitely will.
You'll definitely appreciate
because unfortunately, this still resonates with certain things that are going on right now in today's, you know, society.
Yeah, because when he had dropped this album, the same things that are going on in today's world now was going on back in 2015 too. The same thing. Listening to this album, it's like, wow, like he's really speaking about things that are going on. And it's good to know someone of his talent, caliber, his level, understands what's going on. And he's not like sleeping. He's not a sheep. You know, he understands what's going on. And the whole meaning of the album title To Pimp a Butterfly is it goes back to his poem. It was a poem. It was the second poem that he's reading to Tupac, and then Tupac faded away. He was describing the metaphor about the butterfly, the cocoon, and that he's what is it? It was a friend that wrote a poem describing Kendrick's life as. He's the cocoon, he's wrapped up, and then he sprouts into a butterfly.
Yeah.
But To Pimp a Butterfly wasn't the original title name for the album. It was going to be called To Pimp a Caterpillar. And it was supposed to be an acronym, which spelled Tupac.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So that whole album was about him. The acronym was supposed to be Tupac, To Pimp a Caterpillar, but I don't know why he changed it, but that was the original name for the album, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
After listening to it and then listening to like some interviews,
and so talking about that just shows you from the title to each track and then to the end message, like just throughout the whole project, what there was a big meaning behind it.
Yeah, and this took years for him to craft, because you're talking about a 3-year gap from the debut Good Kid, Mad City to 2015 To Pimp a Butterfly. He took his time. Yeah. And when he did Untitled Unmastered, those were some of the tracks that he was working with during that period of time where he was crafting this album. You had songs from 2013, 2014, and he's talking about, I want Thundercats, I want him on King Kunta, and I want him on like he's talking about the tracks that he wants certain like producers and artists to be on the album.
Okay.
So yeah, he definitely took his time, and this was obviously after Control, so I'm thinking with this album he was just gonna go ahead, but he He just paved his own way.
Yeah,
did it his own way, did his own thing.
Yeah, he's always treated albums as messages. Like to Good Kid, Mad City was about his childhood growing up in Compton. You know, him being a good kid in a mad city, and that message was dope. Like you said, 3 years of this, he crafted that. He made it a message, and now with Damn, his latest project, like another message. Like each thing was a feeling. Each song was a name of a feeling, an emotion that you feel. So I can't, I'm looking forward to this next album he has coming. Like, I think he's been waiting for this moment for a while now.
Because it's been 3 years.
3 years.
It's the same thing with Good Kid to Pimp a Butterfly. Now you got Damn. It's been 3 years, so I can only imagine the type of album that he's gonna drop soon.
So To Pimp the Butterfly came out March 15th. Drake came out February 13th. So I feel like those two artists are very well calculated.
Just like Jay-Z is with Nas. He always wants to drop when Nas drop. And like I do see that trend too.
Just to take away the shine.
Yeah, I definitely see that.
So I feel like Drake's, he's always in the game. Like no matter if it's a Future or a Lucy that he's dropping or somebody leaked some songs, Drake's always finds a way to stay relevant. He's great at that. But Kendrick, he stays relevant even by not saying nothing. Like his silence is him speaking. So I feel like those two, they always keep an eye on each other. And now that Drake announced that he's dropping 2021, I feel like he did that just to be like, all right, Kendrick, fine, here, you have 2020. Because Kendrick is rumored he is dropping very soon.
Yeah.
Like he's dropping this year, no question about it. Like,
and if he's growing his hair and he's looking homeless, he's working on some fire. And I recall, I think it was in the summertime when Laugh Now, Cry Later dropped, there was like pictures online of Kendrick Lamar shooting a video.
Yeah.
He's at a payphone, he's being levitated above the ocean. So I definitely see that trend.
And who releases those pictures though? Because the only people that are on the set is
his
that
people.
label. Yeah, his people.
Yeah.
So they see Drake moving, they're like, all right, so let's release some pics on the media so Drake knows what we're doing. So like, we're coming too.
Yeah, it's all
right
calculated.
On your back.
It's all calculated because Kendrick knows that his competition is Drake. Yeah. And Drake knows that Kendrick could be up there with him too.
Yeah. Yeah, he knows. He knows Kendrick is a lyricist. He's not gonna admit it to not give any
not
attention. You know? But I'm looking forward to his next Kendrick project.
Me too, because it's been way too long. I'm hungry. I need some music.
We're patient though. We're patient. This last couple of months of 2020 for music, I think it's gonna be really good.
I think so too.